Hi everyone, welcome to Learn English Naturally. In this video we will explore the 4 types of conditional sentences used in English. We'll explain their usage, sentence structure in detail, and provide examples for each type with clear explanations. Let's get started. First we have zero conditional. The zero conditional is used to express things that are always true or facts that do not change, such as scientific facts or general truths. In the zero conditional sentence, we use if plus the present simple in the if clause and the present simple in the main clause. Here are a few examples. If you heat water to 100 degrees Celsius, it boils.
If you heat water to 100 degrees Celsius, it boils.
If it rains, the ground gets wet.
If it rains, the ground gets wet.
If you mix red and blue, you get purple.
If you mix red and blue, you get purple.
If the sun sets, it gets dark.
If the sun sets, it gets dark.
If you add sugar to coffee, it becomes sweet.
If you add sugar to coffee, it becomes sweet. Next we have first conditional. The first conditional is used to talk about real or likely future situations. It describes conditions that could realistically happen, and what will happen if those conditions are met. In the first conditional sentence, we use if plus the present simple in the if clause and the future simple in the main clause. Let's have a look at a few examples.
If it rains tomorrow, we will cancel the picnic.
If it rains tomorrow, we will cancel the picnic.
If I study hard, I will pass the exam.
If I study hard, I will pass the exam.
If you leave now, you will catch the train.
If you leave now, you will catch the train.
If she calls, I will answer the phone.
If she calls, I will answer the phone.
If they invite me, I will go to the party.
If they invite me, I will go to the party.
If he works overtime this week, he will earn more money.
If he works overtime this week, he will earn more money.
If the weather improves, we will go for a hike tomorrow.
If the weather improves, we will go for a hike tomorrow.
If I meet Tom at the office, I will ask him about the new project.
If I meet Tom at the office, I will ask him about the new project.
If I get a promotion, I will celebrate with my friends.
If I get a promotion, I will celebrate with my friends.
Next we have second conditional. The second conditional is used for hypothetical situations in the present or future. These situations are often unreal or unlikely, and they express what would happen if something were different. In the second conditional sentence, we use if plus the past simple in the if clause and would plus the base form of verb in the main clause. Here are a few examples. If I were rich, I would travel the world.
If I were rich, I would travel the world.
If I drove fast, I would reach on time.
If I drove fast, I would reach on time.
If he studied more, he would pass the exam.
If he studied more, he would pass the exam.
If she lived closer, we would hang out more often.
If she lived closer, we would hang out more often.
If they invited me, I would go to the concert.
If they invited me, I would go to the concert.
If she asked me, I would help her.
If she asked me, I would help her.
If I lived in a bigger house, I would have a home office.
If I lived in a bigger house, I would have a home office.
If she had more experience, she would apply for the manager position.
If she had more experience, she would apply for the manager position.
If she were a professional singer, she would perform at large concerts.
If she were a professional singer, she would perform at large concerts.
If we had a dog, we would take it to the park every day.
If we had a dog, we would take it to the park every day. Lastly, we have third conditional. The third conditional is used for situations in the past that did not happen. It expresses regret or describes how things could have been different if the condition had been met. In the third conditional sentence, we use if plus the past perfect tense in the if clause and would have plus the past participle in the main clause. Let's have a look at few examples.
If I had worked harder, I would have received the promotion.
If I had worked harder, I would have received the promotion.
If they had left earlier, they would have caught the bus.
If they had left earlier, they would have caught the bus.
If I had known about the meeting, I would have attended.
If I had known about the meeting, I would have attended.
If you had told me, I would have helped you.
If you had told me, I would have helped you.
If he had invited me, I would have gone to the dinner.
If he had invited me, I would have gone to the dinner.
If I had known it was your birthday, I would have bought you a gift.
If I had known it was your birthday, I would have bought you a gift.
If they had arrived on time, they would have seen the beginning of the movie.
If they had arrived on time, they would have seen the beginning of the movie.
If I had taken that job offer, I would have moved to New York.
If I had taken that job offer, I would have moved to New York.
If I had known about the traffic, I would have left earlier.
If I had known about the traffic, I would have left earlier.